Jesus or Oshun
Honey.
to guide them when they're having impure thoughts.
David!
God. Honey, it's for you.
Oh, hello, Fatima.
Hello, Alana. I see your dress shrunk in the dryer again.
This is the third man in a month. How many men you date, Auntie Alana?
We are our own little family. We are our own unit.
Watch Mixed Up, an original Film TT and TTT production. Nightly at 8 p.m. Monday 25th to Friday 29th September. Only on TTT.
So this has been highly anticipated, not just by Trinidad and Tobago, but throughout the Caribbean diaspora, and I will say throughout the world as well. Talking about the brand new television series Mix Up that is finally going to be premiering on TTT on the 25th of September. Joining us in studio this morning for a conversation, and really these are those that brought this show to life. Or part of the team, of course, is none other than production coordinator Nicole Green and director Nigel Thompson. Good morning to both of you and welcome to the show.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
It's a pleasure to have you both with us this early morning.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for making it. All right. First of all, congratulations, because I know you both worked very, very hard. We need to find out how it feels to finally see the premiere date on national and let's say international television as well. Nigel, we'll start with you.
It's been a long haul. We've been going at it since last year, like
Yeah.
October, November, somewhere around there. So finally getting to this point is, one, a relief, two, a very big accomplishment for all of us, and I think for the industry as a whole, because I think something like this hasn't really been pushed and done before. So in this manner, so yeah, it's a very, very big accomplishment, and I can rest. Yeah, I will be able to rest easy after Friday.
For the entire, yeah, I feel you 100%, and I agree. It is a massive accomplishment for the entire industry because you see the community come together. Those who are not a part of it, everybody's still like, oh my gosh, this is finally happening.
Yeah.
This is the beginning of more change in Trinidad and Tobago. So thank you to your team for really putting it together and bringing another part to life for our culture. So I'm coming to you now, Nicole. Good morning.
Good morning. So for me, he would have come on October last year. I came on just before we started shooting. That's in like about a few days before. So for me, it was about just hitting the ground running. And yeah, I think I am still exhausted. We are in September and I'm still recovering because it was a lot of long hours. However, today I feel so blessed that this is here and we are doing something really wonderful for our young people. I know that Penny and they spoke about the foundations like No Boundaries and, you know, Turn of the Tide. But the way, as he said, the way this was done, a sitcom, one location, you know, to just see everything being built from start to finish, the changing of the scenes right there before your eyes, it was truly an amazing experience for me.
It sounds like an amazing experience. Now, something that you just mentioned, talking about the foundation, No Boundaries, talking about Turn of the Tide, things that we even show right here on TTT, so you can see where those roots were laid and what we have now. Tell me, how easy was it, Nigel, to work with, I'm assuming, what would be the trends of today and your actors? How were you able to marry that? Like, you know, with, let's say, socio-political issues, because we all know that that is, well, we should know. If we don't know, it's a big theme.
What I would say definitely is the writing from Richard brought everything to life, and the topic and topics that are broached in the series. Those things are very, very necessary. It's very, very necessary for us here. So for me personally, dealing with the topics themselves, it was a no-brainer. It's stuff that I myself went through.
Right.
And I think most Trinidadians and Tobagonians can identify with most of the stuff that we all, because we are a multicultural, multiracial society, everybody has had their touch of, you know, what has happened, what is about to happen in the show. So, yeah, it was very easy for me to attach myself to certain things that were written in the script. and to get that out to the actors and so on. So the series itself, again, because of Richard's writing,
Yeah.
it is something that we need to discuss. It is something that I myself have been writing in different ways, but it's something that's close to my heart because I personally have had situations similar, you know. So it's something that Trinidadians need to see. They need to experience. We need to see ourselves.
Yes.
So there's in addition to seeing ourselves just on television, in the film world, and to see that we can actually do this, we need to see ourselves socially as well, to see how silly we act, how stupid we act at times.
Yes, this is very true.
So yeah, I am exceedingly pleased to be part of this production, and I think Trinidad and Tobago they're in for a little bit of a shock.
I'm really looking forward to it. Do you think we're in for a shock as a nation?
I believe we are. The thing is, this production was done according to international standards.
Right.
I'm quite proud of what we were able to accomplish. And yes, we are in for a shock because we are actually going to see ourselves. Sometimes we don't really see ourselves in a situation. So I'm hoping that when we see ourselves and we're able to reflect on some of the messages that, you know, would come across through this awesome show, that, you know, we'd go back and think and probably make some changes. I'm hoping that we have a transformational effect on the lives of our people.
I think
our
that
Caribbean.
definitely is going to be a transformational effect. So we're talking about awesome, but we're also talking about silly. And of course, as a director, you will work through many different things. One of my favorite scenes, we've seen it here, of course, with brief promos, is the slamming of the door in the mother-in-law's face. So I'm sure many are going to be able to relate to that, and we'll get a little chuckle along with some more things. But a scene like that, how was the directing for that?
Well, first of all, the public seeing the promo, they don't know that as the mother-in-law.
Oh, sorry.
They'll figure it out. Don't worry.
But now you know.
That's all right. But no, you know, that scene itself, sometimes what you have to do is let the actors do their thing.
Right.
Kevin Brooks
Amazing.
is a talent in and of himself. There's a lot of little things and a lot of other scenes that you always see. We didn't have to, because Kevin is a silly guy, and he just did certain things like ad-lib, and it was just came great. So sometimes we would see him do something, and we was like, okay, emphasize more on that. I like that. Do this, do that. You know, do this first, and then he will take what we told him to do and embellish it a bit. But Kevin is just great. That scene was just lovely, actually.
The slamming of the door seemed very natural for him.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah.
Good morning, Kevin. A scene that definitely is going to go down in history. Now, we've spoken a bit about Nigel, but Nicole, let's talk a little bit about you. Now, as production coordinator, you worked a lot behind the scenes, and you just mentioned international standards as well, and I'm sure that married with all the other responsibilities you had would have been a bit challenging.
Yes. Production is challenging as much as it is. It's something that I am passionate about. So for me, each production feels like an event, and it's about making everyone feel like family.
Right.
Right? So imagine a big family event, but yes, you have the whole professionalism aspect of it, but you have to keep your people going. So for me, the food was important.
Oh, I mean.
To make sure they're well catered to, make sure everybody has their, you know, their favorite snacks. And it's just the love, that energy, the vibe is just everything. And even after this entire production, we realized that people continue to make links. You know, they continue to work on other productions together, even after meeting each other for the first time on set. And so I'd like to really thank Film TT and TTT, of course, for, you know, creating this opportunity for all of us.
Absolutely amazing. So it's happening on the 25th of September. Before we wrap, any closing comments? Anybody you want to say hello to? I know your team works so hard, and you know normally I'd be like, good morning to you.
Well, just the entire team, really. Everybody from the show. You guys haven't seen me in a while. Why? Because I've been on my whole editing. Good Lord. So, and I'm not done yet, but I just want to say hi to everybody. You guys did an amazing job. Sitting editing has been a pleasure, and it has been tedious, but they did a great job.
Thanks to everybody.
I mean, everybody. It came
Leslie and
together.
Liz Keaton. I just want to just
The queen.
thank
all
you.
have to give.
The queen.
Thank you, Leslie Ann, and thank you to the 10 Global Media team as well. They're responsible for behind the scenes.
Rodney and the guys, listen.
And also Star Global, amazing. So
Amazing.
thank you so much.
What's the guy's name? Samuel. I have to say hi to Samuel. He's one of the camera guys.
Samuel, good morning. Team, good morning. So sorry that we have to wrap, but don't worry because Mixed Up is finally going to be on your TV. The countdown is almost over. Nicole Green, Nigel Thompson with us in studio this morning. And guess what? Coming up after this break, it's time for your birthdays. We'll be back in a few more months.
Mix up.